I know you got dreams. I know you got goals. I know you got kids that need you. I know you listen, but before you isolate yourself, use all the things that you going through to connect and be like, dang, I'm going through a lot. I know, don't let social media make you feel bad. You going through a lot, and then you looking at social media thinking that everybody got it all together. They don't. Everybody goes through things every day. I seen this quote that said, I'd rather listen to your problems than attend your funeral. I'd rather listen to your problems than attend your funeral. I know how it is to feel like what you're going through is you must be the only person on earth that's going through it. I know what it feels like to feel like nobody want to hear your problems. I don't want to say nothing to nobody because I don't want to get on nobody's nerves. But I want you to understand that holding on to your emotions, it builds up over time. People don't commit suicide off of one event. The Green Ranger, Tommy, y'all, I don't know what era y'all from, but if you from my era, you know about the Green Ranger. And if you a dude, you know the Green Ranger was that dude. And for, at least for me, the Green Ranger was that dude. I love the Green Ranger. He had his own Zord. He had that flute. That Godzilla thing used to come out the water. Dragon Zord used to come out the water. Boy, I used to be so excited. The Green Ranger committed suicide. Then he came to the White Ranger, White Tiger Zord. That man committed suicide. I want y'all to understand. Don't look at Twitch. Don't look at, I forgot his real name, the Green Ranger. Don't look at these people, man, and think that it can't happen to you. See, people, I want you to look at what's going on in the world and connect to it. A lot of times we don't take suicide seriously until we become suicidal or until somebody we know commit suicide. We don't take depression seriously. I've seen some, like, I want y'all to understand, like, people who, I'm gonna say it like this. There's a corner of the internet that dismisses things like depression. Everybody thinks depression is a joke until you become depressed or until somebody you know becomes depressed. Everything is a joke. Everything is a game. Everything ain't that serious until it happens to you. When I was 11, 12, 13, I used to hear stories about people's parents dying. I used to see people's parents die on like TV shows and movies. I never thought that that could happen to me. And it did. It did. So before we say, oh, this person is lying, this person just wants attention, ask yourself what you would do if your daughter attempted suicide. Would you want people to say, oh, she just wants attention? How would you feel if you found out your daughter or your son attempted suicide and somebody said, oh, ain't nothing wrong with your son and daughter, they just want attention? How would you feel? How would you feel if your son or daughter said, this person abused me, and somebody said, oh, they lying? You know your son, you know your daughter like no other. You don't need no evidence. You don't need no video. You don't need no written statement. You don't need no DNA. The fact that your son or your daughter came and told you something, that in itself would be enough. So why do we need other people to go the extra mile for us? Why do we need other people to go the extra mile to prove something to us when all it would take is for your daughter and your son to come and tell you? They ain't even got to tell you. Let your son and your daughter start acting funny because you know your child's behavior like nobody else. Your child could sneeze the wrong way and you somebody up to something. Your child could not want to eat. And you know your child eating habits, you know your child sleeping habits. You know everything. Your child could take 3 steps through the door when they normally take 4. What wrong with you? You walking funny. we what you walking funny. What wrong with you? And we gonna sit up here and cast our opinions onto people we don't know with absolute certainty. Like, she lying, he lying. You know they lying on that man. If somebody told your daughter she was lying, you be ready to fight. You be ready to fight. If somebody told your son he was lying, you be ready to fight. You be ready to fight. That's a very good point, Durkin. And I was speaking about that earlier. Everybody responds differently to traumatic experiences. It's not just because they didn't call the police when you thought they should have called the police. Just because they didn't go shoot them, or they didn't scream, or they didn't fight. I want y'all to understand this. Different personalities respond differently. We know this. Some of y'all got 2, 3, 4, 5 children. All of your children respond what? Differently. Some of y'all got 5, 6, 7, 8 brothers by the same mama and daddy. But y'all all do what? Respond differently. Some people get attacked, they scream. Some people get attacked, they freeze up and shut down, and they can't move. How dare we say somebody's lying because they didn't scream? How dare we say somebody's lying because they didn't call the police that night, but they called them 3 days later? How dare we? I'm just asking you to join me because I used to be one of them dudes. How can a woman stay with a man and he beating her? She crazy. She should just leave. Inconsiderate, lack of empathy, not trying to understand. White lady gave you an attitude. You think she racist. When in actuality, she just lost her house in a fire. You think she got an attitude because you black. When's the last time we connected to somebody outside of viewing them only from their job position? You think your waiter got an attitude because you black. You think your you think your waiter racist. She just found out she got cancer. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Having an opinion is actually lazy because it doesn't require you to understand the other person. When's the last time you seen somebody that had an attitude and you actually asked them, what's wrong? What's going on? Why are we walking around like we're so different? Everybody has different hairstyles and different skin complexions and tattoos and cars and clothes and eye colors. But one thing that we all can agree upon is that we feel the exact same feelings. Whether you from Indonesia, Turkey, Korea, Japan, one thing we all know for a fact is that each and every one of us have experienced anger. We know emotions so well that we can tell when somebody's angry watching a silent movie. You can hear a song in French and understand what the song is about. Why do we spend so much time looking at what separates us and what differentiates us rather than the one thing that unifies us? Emotion. And what I've come to learn is that the weakest people and the most damaged, hurt people are afraid of emotions. They try to make emotions seem weak because it's the very thing they're afraid of. What type of person wants to dismiss emotions when it's one of, if not the only thing that we can absolutely agree upon as what unifies us? I'm just asking us to reactivate our compassion. That's it, man. Before you get behind somebody blowing the horn, talking about get out the way, this person getting on my nerve, man, that man got his wife in the back seat. She just had a baby. They got their newborn son and newborn daughter in the back seat. And you blowing your horn, riding the back of the car. Because you had a bad day at work. Come on, man. Come on, man. You thinking that white man racist? That man just found out his wife cheated on him after 20 years. Relax, man. It ain't got nothing to do with you being black and you having dreads. Now, you don't hopped online and became a Pan-Africanist overnight. Now, you a Black Panther. You want to reactivate the Black Panther Party. You done went and bought some official Malcolm X glasses. And you talking about you moving to Africa. That white man ain't racist. His wife cheated on him after 15 years, man. Relax. Come on, bro. I'm just asking you to join me in reactivating our compassion. That's it. And I want to say this. I can go right now as we speak. I can crank up my car and just drive to Florida. And I can drive back with no issues. In some countries, the women can't even show their face. Why are we sitting up here acting like America is the worst place in the world? Don't let people who have a bad view of themselves allow you to feel like the world is a bad place. People who have a bad view of themselves, it doesn't matter where you take them. Right now, I can get on a plane and fly to Texas if I want to, and ain't nobody gonna bother me. People in North Korea can't even leave their country. Women in Ethiopia are still getting their clitoris cut off. Don't let people mess up life for you. I'm just asking y'all to just calm down, man. Just like for real, just calm down, man. Just calm down. Just reactivate your compassion. That's it, man. You thinking that white lady racist. You thinking she treating you a certain type of way because you black. Now you done called the NAACP. You done went and bought the Willie Lynch letter. You done changed your name to Malik El Malik El Malik. You done bought a Africa necklace. You outside burning the American flag. That lady found out she gotta get her leg amputated. It ain't got nothing to do with you being black, man. Relax. You trying to get your nationality. You done change your name to Muhammad El Malik El Muhammad Malik El Muhammad. That lady ain't racist, bro. She gotta go through chemotherapy. God, dog, man. You done went and bought the black beret.
Uh-oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Damn it. What did I do? Here we go.
The man just got an email saying his identity was stolen, and somebody took out a loan in his name for
A bunch of what
$10,000.
ifs.
You up here looking at how to move to Nigeria. You thinking you talking about he the Ku Klux Klan. That man just got an email saying he was his identity was stolen, bro. He's not mad at you because you black. Calm down. You done started a whole nother. You done started the NAAAAAAAACP. You done set up a march on Washington. You trying to march everywhere. Relax, bro. It's not because you black. God, dog. People got way more stuff going on than trying to hate you because you black. God, dog, man. They ain't get your order right. It's because all your fries ain't hot. Oh, it's because you black. That's what it is. It's because you black. The machine tore up in the back, man. God, dog, man. The machine tore up. They bring them. If we were white, the fries would have been hot. Bro, the machine tore up. God, dog. You really done let the internet erode your ability to be empathetic. You don't let folks that ain't never had no attention become a everyday affair in your life. You watching them faithfully now. You don't let some dude you found on YouTube become a household name in your life. You got to understand the truth is boring. You get more views for saying Democrats are evil. You get more views saying the government is after us. You get more views. The truth is boring. America being ran by white people and the KKK it gets views. Everybody has an equal opportunity, that's boring. Because it doesn't go nowhere. It doesn't take you on a rabbit hole. The truth is boring. Conspiracy theories have no end, which means that people who are doing these things for attention have an unlimited resource.
Hello, everybody. Hello. How y'all doing? What's up, boss lady?
Hey, Sugar Love.
Oh,
You talking to yourself
I
or
thought
not,
he was
right?
finished. She's still talking.
The ingredients can't be perfectly safe.
Sorry, I thought he was finished. I had to step away for a second. But I guess he took
That's
little
boring.
gap in there. How y'all doing? Hey, Jackie. Hey, Nick. How you doing?
There's enough for
Hey,
everybody. That's boring.
Hey, Miss Doubles.
Tell everybody we're running out.
Hey, Chance. Hey,
Look at gas.
what's up,
Gas
BK?
going down. That's boring. The
Donnie.
economy is stabilizing. That's
What's up,
boring.
love? Hey,
Things are
Coffee.
getting better. That's boring.
Hi, my Bush babies, Miss Rod. My Nene, my baby. Don't forget, guys, stomp on that like. Stomp, stomp,
Thank you,
smash.
Auntie Nana
Hey,
Ashley.
precious.
I just want to come on here real quick,
Precious
man.
baby.
I want to challenge y'all. Join me. It ain't got nothing to do with no push-ups and sit-ups and nothing like that. I want y'all to join me in reactivating your compassion. That's it.
You just got your little cup.
Tell somebody that you don't know. Tell a stranger I love you. Or hug somebody you don't know. To ask somebody, next time you go to a cashier, ask them if they got an attitude, ask them, is everything okay? Because what good are we if we're gonna match negativity with negativity?
Now, certain things he was saying, Fooney Fee said
And I'll
this
leave
morning,
y'all with this
and
from a
certain
quote
things he said,
from
I said.
Martin Luther King. He said that darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hatred cannot drive out hatred. Only love can do that. And with that being said, man, I'll holler at y'all. Good night. See you tomorrow.
Now you finish. Now, I wanted to show a video, but what I'm going to do, well, basically, he was basically talking about, maybe we'll catch the whole thing later. I got a nice little clip of it, but his conversation was more about the man Twitch that, we all know that passed away, but people is assuming, he had mental health problems. That's an assumption. We do know at that point in time something was mentally wrong, but that doesn't mean he have always suffered from mental depression or was mentally ill. But that is something to take in consideration. And I like to say, people have to pick like certain friends that's not going to tell you, well, everything gonna be okay. As soon as you say something, well, everything gonna be okay, or I went through that too. Certain that just dismissed all your feelings, especially if you suffer from mental illness, if you suffer from anxiety, or if you suffer from depression or panic attacks or any of them type of things. A lot of people are going through something. Sometimes they just want you to listen. Sometimes they did not ask for your advice, nor do they need your advice. Sometimes they just want you to listen to them and like he said, give them a hug. Sometimes people going through stuff, and then sometimes you may have to assert yourself when people are going through that. You have to assert yourself in a way that can help them, like maybe like calling somebody and checking up on them. Hey, I'm going to cut off it. I'm going to cut off. Then I'm going to do a premiere of for everybody who don't want to go through all the hours that we went through yesterday. I have just the interview for you guys, just the interview that will be coming up. That will be a preview. That will be coming up next. But I still want to say that, or sometimes you got to knock on somebody's door. How you doing? How you feeling? Sometimes it's okay, take a friend to lunch. Hey, babe, let's go to lunch. Sometimes don't think that people, all they do is complain and they don't want nothing out of life. And, just because you is a type of person that can let go stuff fast or whatever, that doesn't mean they're not the person who could. But maybe at that point in time, people going through something. Sometimes people have chemical imbalances in their head. Sometimes people is just abused on top of abuse. So sometimes you gotta just accept people for the way they are, and deal with them the best way you can. But the best thing, best thing to do is to make sure that you are that person eyes. You understand what I'm saying? You have to notice when they change. Like something changed. And, you don't have to be like, okay, something changed, what's going on? Sometimes you just got to sit back and watch. Okay, this person changed. Let me see if this is a continuous thing, but try to catch it before they fall down in a deep hole. You know, but if you're the stronger one, see this cat in them, they know when I'm live. They come over here and f with me, right? Now all this time I was sitting here, they didn't come bother me at all. They only do that when they know I'm live, so I can yell at them and people know they're here. But that's why nobody can't see y'all. Ha ha. But you still healing, that's good. So a lot of times, even that's your friends, your kids, anybody that's your loved one. You don't have to even be your loved one, but sometimes you got to find a way to interject because people going through some things. You got to find a way to interject some way, somehow. Is it going to work? We don't know. We don't know. But and don't get so caught up in yourself that you forget about others. Because if everybody's caught up in themselves, and just their problems and what they're going through, then a lot of people more will suffer. Now it could be a thing you're suffering, I'm suffering. It's a good thing to exchange that. Sometimes people need to know they're not alone. They're not alone. You know. So sometimes you may not want to bring up the subject, but sometimes you gotta be the eyes. Like, Dad, they think they drinking a little bit too much, or I haven't heard from them in a while. Like whatever their normal. So sometimes people just don't feel like being bothered. But find out, hey, made of rubber. People are too stupid to figure out. I don't know how much money they make. I got real high standards. I see every detail. Sometimes you cannot made of rubber. Sometimes, but I can't say sometimes. A lot of time people do have that eye. They do have that eye where they could able to see. But sometimes before you see it, you don't know what happened because they didn't tell you. So sometimes by the time you see it, they've been suffering for a while. Or sometimes they wasn't suffering at all. It just could have been a flashback or something. And now that sends them on a spiral. Or they could have met somebody. Oh my God. No. No, King Cav. Yo, what's up, bro? I ain't messing with you. I'm not messing with you. But I'm just saying, we never really know. Hey, Gary, we never really know that, and that's basically what Aaron is talking about. Now, all the other what ifs could be true, but if how they say, if was a drink, we all be drunk, something like that. But y'all know that saying. If was the spliff, we all be high. You know, there's some old sayings. But like I said, take time to like love on one another. You know, love on one another or whatever. But I'm getting ready to put on the interview from yesterday, so you guys don't have to go through the whole entire video. So I will be back if you guys want to see the video. For some reason, some part of it cut off, but it's enough. So I'm gonna be out of here, and then I'm gonna do a premiere. So this is my hopefully I do it right. This is gonna be my first premiere. I never did a premiere before, but we're gonna do a premiere. So which means that I'm gonna have to talk to you guys in the chat because the premiere is already recorded. So let's cross my fingers. Hope I did it right because I know I'm always effing up something. I be thinking I'm editing. I f that up. You know, I'm always well. Listen, us older people, these young folks don't show you nothing. They don't show you nothing no more. You trying to get your? It's gonna come slowly but surely, Nick. Nick. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Let's cross our fingers, Kev. Let's cross our fingers. Let's cross our fingers. Let's cross our fingers. So you guys, like I said, take some time to love on one another. Love on one another. You know, try to love on one another, and don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to reach out. Reach out and touch. You know, don't be afraid to reach out and touch. And always know what you think is the end is not the end. It's not your job to make the end the end. That's God's timing. It's not your time. When you think it's the end, it's not the end. That's a beginning. That is the beginning. So if your mind is so hung up on money and you lose all your money or whatever, not knowing I can get that back. Everything you could get back but life. You can't get nothing else back but life. Don't be never feeling so bad. Yeah, I see you just Instagramming and Facebooking it up, Nick Nick. Mm-hmm. And no, you know what I'm saying? Give things a chance. Okay, Jack. You want me to do it now? I'm gonna do it because I have to get this thing ready. But boss lady, you can say a couple of things before I close out.
It sounded like he was preaching to himself, preaching to the choir, man. He was trying to forgive himself for all the stuff he did, and he was trying to go back on things that way he thought back then and stuff. We get it, we get it. We did not need you to, Aaron. We did not need you to go and recap and tell us how you don't think the way you used to think. We get it.
Yeah,
Dang.
we talk about, but like I said, the purpose of the video was about Twitch and about about him. So something
Yeah.
inspirational, boss lady.
No. Okay. That part. No, but I just wanted to say that because he kept on
Yeah,
making all these analogies and
the what
saying
ifs,
all
it puts a
and
split.
all that. I mean, come on, we get it. But anyway, as far as showing support, there is a lack of brotherhood of support, regardless of what YouTube say. This YouTube is YouTube, but really in real life, guys just walk past each other. They don't shake hands like they used to. They don't support each other like they used to. And that goes through all colors and races and everything. They don't greet each other like they used to,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and show each other respect like they used to. So there is a lot of men with a lot of morale that's down because they don't get the support from other men, and we can support them all we want, but they have to start supporting each other.
And then you think like some of them feel like, they might feel like embarrassed, like something like so like sensitive, like men probably figure I don't want to share that.
Right.
So they should
And
be, they have to learn to, like I said, you have to be, talk to somebody. Even if you got it, like you got to remember, like in our community, like we're now starting to go see a therapist or whatever. But that's only like a hand few. But a lot of us, I'm telling you, I think everybody should go see a therapist at least once in their life to see if they need a therapist,
right.
just to
To
see if you
see
need it. And I mean, if
right.
you have the coverage, let me take that back. If you got the coverage to do it, I think everybody needs to see a therapist at least one time in their life.
And now
Because
that they have the COVID, they have free therapists, free free services now that COVID then came around, because there's a lot of people going through depression because of COVID and all that. So they have a lot of free services now.
Well, people better start using these things because, uh, uh, like I said, it's a lot. And then if you don't fix it mentally, now you now mentally mess up your child, or you now mentally mess up the people around you, or even with some of the stuff that he was saying, it's not on us because you going through something mentally. It's not on us to be the punching bag though.
Right.
So you got to remember that too. Yeah, we can't sit back, like let's say somebody got bipolar or something like that. That doesn't mean we got to be no. You have to go take care of that, because now you're gonna now mess up my nerves and have me on eggshells, and I can't go. Well, I could be abused because you better go seek help. Seek help. It's like that's the main thing. But at the end of the day, until somebody seek help, don't be nobody's punching bag or nothing, because then that will make you mentally unstable. But try to be there for people. And a lot of times, stop giving unsolicited advice. We didn't ask you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear, oh, I know. Oh, I've been through this. It's like they just take whatever you say and like throw it out the window. Especially when somebody's depressed or whatever, they have to release it. It has to be released. They don't want to
And
hear what you could have
don't
did.
be that friend. Don't be that friend that you always gotta one up their story. You
Yeah,
gotta work
exactly.
the story.
Yeah, exactly. And that too, that one up, that's what I was getting ready to say, but you hit it right on the head. All that one up one. Oh, I can't stand that. Or what you could have did and what you should have did. Damn it, it's done already. Well, girl, if that was me, it wasn't you.
It wasn't you.
People came in, well, if that was me. Now you can say that like if somebody's not really going through something. So you can say, well, next time, girl. But when they coming to you and they're pouring their heart out and they're going through something, well, if that was me, and this is what you need to do. Like sometimes people forget how old people is. Like they don't know what to do. Sometimes they handling their business. They're just discussing with you what
Right.
they're going through. It's not like they can't handle their business. They didn't, like I said, unsolicited advice. We didn't ask people that. Like I know what to do. I'm not a kid. I didn't get here this long not knowing these little things. I'm just saying at this point in time, this happened to me, or this is what I'm going through. You understand? Sometimes you just right. Sometimes you just get like, damn, I feel it.
Sometimes you
I
have to
feel it.
use your two ears to listen and close your one mouth.
Or give him a hug and go, I'm sorry you going through that. I'm
Mm.
here. You need to talk. But sometimes just take somebody out to lunch or dinner, or bring them lunch. Hey, I bring some lunch. Or when you come knocking at somebody's door, especially with type of friend, go bring them some lunch or something. If you're not going to do anything about it, sometimes people come to you because they looking for somebody to help them out of that mode. So sometimes, I'm coming over there, or you want to go to lunch. If they don't want to go to lunch, because sometimes when you're stressed out, you don't want to go nowhere. If you're depressed, you're not going out, but they will allow you to come over. Bring them some lunch. Hey, girl, that's for me and you. Let's eat. Cut the music on. Do something. You know, and stop thinking that people heal and everybody heal. Sometimes people never heal. Okay, sometimes people take shit to the grave, but people healing process is people's healing process. You can't, if somebody's still mad at their baby mama or baby daddy, listen, we don't know what sacrifices that they made for that man or for that damn girl. And sometimes it's not the fact that they still hate the man or the girl, it's the fact that the time that was wasted, because you can't get time back neither. Some people made a lot of sacrifices to be with people. So they're attaching their sacrifices with the person. But in all reality, they're mad at the sacrifices and the things or the life that they didn't have because of this person. Now, in
And
their
then
mind,
they
and
spend
in
more
their mind,
time being mad. They spend more time being mad than when they was with the person.
yeah. And but you know what? That's okay too. Because you can't change it, but you know what? Try to change their thought. Take it to a strip show or something. Now I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, guys, we are out of here. I'm gonna try, cross your fingers. I am going to try to get this video out there. This video with this, not an interview. It was not an interview, it was a conversation. So that we're gonna try to get this conversation on. Pray I did it right. Peace, guys. Come right back though. Go like to charge up, get your chargers out and stuff. All right. See y'all in like 10 minutes, could be 5 minutes. Let's see if I got this right. All right. Mouty, like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go.